welcome to my channel, Nourishing the Holistic Christian Home. My name's Ashley, and if you're new to this page, you can go ahead and we would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and the little bell over to the right. That will notify you whenever I upload a new video to the page. So if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we would appreciate you sticking around. If you're not new, welcome back. Today I want to share with you a simple homeschool haul. For a little backstory, we are a family of 9 and some of our kids go to public school and some of them are homeschooled. Right now we have 2 that are currently being homeschooled, a preschooler and a 3rd grader. And today I just wanted to share with you how homeschool can be super simple, especially for children with special needs. My son that is in 3rd grade has special needs. He deals with seizures and learning delays and just different kinds of things that make it hard for him to sit in a normal classroom setting. So we really have been led to piece in simple things to our homeschool that will help him, that will really grasp his attention as far as, you know, interest-led, art-based, and imaginative learning style. Similar to the Waldorf style, but we are definitely selective in what we piece in. And we've just found that with ADHD, seizures, and struggles, that interest-based learning was best for our family. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, you'll probably enjoy some of these pieces in this haul. So let's get into it. The first thing that we have is for science. And we went ahead and picked up this collection of Usborne books, science books. So this is what it looks like. And it comes with all of these, I don't know if you can see that, astronomy, about your body, the solar system, weather, planet Earth. We really are going to be studying about weather and astronomy this year. So we picked up these books, and visual learning is my child's learning style. We had him evaluated in the school, and if you have a child with special needs, or even if you don't, I definitely recommend you having your child evaluated to learn their learning style and any struggles that they might deal with. That way you can pick the curriculum that's best for them. And with my son Jordan being a visual learner, we are very literature based. We do a lot of learning off of books, so that makes it super fun. And so I think he's really going to love learning through these visual books. Just to pull one out here, this one is Earthquakes and Tsunamis, and they just have a lot of pictures, and that's just how he learns. So these books will be right up his alley. So keeping with the science, we picked up this, a lot of the things that are here are not going to be text heavy. We do have some text, and so we picked up this standard-based science investigations workbook, and this is a simple text that he'll be doing to go with a lot of the art projects and the visual books that we'll be using with our composition books for learning. So that's going with science as well. And also for science, we picked up the solar system model making kit, which he's really going to enjoy. It's a mobile, and so that will also, like, we try to piece in a lot of art projects and different things that are hands-on and visual to really help him grasp the lesson that he's learned. So moving on to social studies, we picked up this simple text, 180 Days to Social Studies. I wanted to show you guys that these simple texts, along with the projects that we do, just help homeschool be a lot more simple for kids that need a little bit more grace and not stuck at a table or a desk for 8 hours a day doing worksheets. And so we piece in these with the things that we do. So for science and social studies, those are the texts and the books, some of the books that we'll be reading. So moving on to math. This year for 3rd grade, he's going to be learning multiplication, and he has a knack for math. He's super quick at picking it up and learning it, and so I've already started teaching him about multiplication, and he's already picking it up. So I think that he'll do really great. But I found a visual curriculum that is really great for visual learners, and it's called the Times Tales. And what it is it's stories that are picture and number. They're given in pictures and numbers, so the children will remember the stories they'll remember the multiplication facts based on the stories and the pictures. So it comes with a DVD, and then it also comes with a book. If you can see that, the 4x4 is going up the mountain to the paraglider, and the paraglider has this number 16. So they remember the story, and then they remember the multiplication facts. So it makes it super easy for visual learners, and I'm really excited, and I think he will really enjoy that one. And then also it comes with a text. So it will be, this one I'm really excited about. I think that it will make learning the times tables quicker and easier and more fun for him. And then we also picked up, because he's super into Minecraft, and we keep with the interest-led homeschool, we picked up this Math for Minecrafters word problems text. And we also picked up the Math for Minecrafters adventures in multiplication and division. So this just makes, he already struggles wanting to sit down and do work, so it just makes it a little more fun and inviting for him. So that's super good. And then moving on to reading, this year we wanted to give him something that will grasp his attention. And so we picked up this Wonderful World of Dr. Seuss. It's the entire collection. And because Dr. Seuss is visual and rhyming, it makes it really easy for kids to read. And the more that they can read and memorize, Jordan has a short-term memory disability. So however I can get those sight words and math facts and different things in his brain to rapidly recall, the better. And rhyming and pictures and words and all those things are great for that. So we picked that up. And then we also went with the Star Wars 3rd grade reading and writing. And so we think that will be great for grammar as well. And then lastly for reading, we picked up this Spelling with Poetry. Poetry is a great, this is volume 2, and we hope to get through volume 2 and 3 this year. But poetry is a great way for kids that struggle to remember stories and stay engaged. So it is a little Waldorf style as far as imagination and storytelling and pictures. It really helps someone that's younger and struggles. It really helps them to stay connected to the material that they're learning. So we picked up this, and we're hoping to get through both volumes this year. And okay, so now we got social studies, science, and reading, and so now we're going to be moving into art, and this is where we put a heavy emphasis on his learning. One of the things that we do is buy these primary notebooks. These are comp books, but they are for younger kids. However, they have this space at the top that lets the kids draw a picture and then also write. So what I do for teaching Jordan is whatever we're learning, I have him draw a picture of what we are learning and then freestyle some sentences below. This is kind of like a comprehension style of learning, to remember what he's reading, what he's writing, what he's learning about, whether it's from our unit studies or our textbooks. I have him do these, I guess in Waldorf style they would call it a main lesson book. You draw and write about the lessons that you're learning, and it's just a way for comprehension, to focus on comprehension and remembering what they're learning about. So we picked up 2 of those. So he'll be using one for art. The unit studies that we do, he'll be using one for art, and he'll be using one for his core subjects as well. That way he can remember everything that he's learning, and he can also look back and review. So moving into art, to go with the primary books, we read a lot of picture books. And so the first book that we got is The Fall of Freddie the Leaf, and we will be doing seasonal books and seasonal homeschooling art projects. And so we'll be sharing those with you, how we integrate that into our homeschool. But for the fall, we picked up this book. It is A Story of Life for All Ages. And then we picked up A Rollaway Pumpkin. I can see us painting pumpkins, maybe even making some pumpkin seeds and stuff with these books. Some are fiction, some are nonfiction. And this is another one, The Leaf Man. We follow another mama on YouTube that she always gives great advice for books that you can incorporate into your homeschool. And so a lot of the ones that we pick up are also ones that have been suggested to us. And then for our unit studies, this triannual, we'll be doing astronomy and owls, as I had said. And so for our owls, we have some books here. This is called Owls, Strange and Wonderful. And this is a nonfiction book. It really helps you study scientifically about the animal. And so we'll be using our art projects and things. We probably watercolor some bird feathers, and we will probably use our clay that we bought here. This is great for everything, the air dry clay. You can see here. We'll probably be using it to make owl eggs and paint them and do nests and stuff. So I'm super excited about this. Owls are one of my favorite, pretty much my favorite animals, so I'm super excited. The next book to go with our owl unit, though this is more towards birds, but it does incorporate well, is An Egg is Quiet. And these are really greatly illustrated books, and they have a lot of facts in them. So again, we can use the clay to make our eggs to go in our nest as we learn about birds, and that's kind of how our style of simple homeschool is, definitely art-based, and that's just how he learns, and it's what works for our family. I just wanted to show you that it doesn't have to be a text-heavy box curriculum that you and your family struggle through, if that is how it is for you. Some kids do really well with text-heavy curriculum, but this is how we do it. We like to piece in things that work well for our child. And so moving on, for our owl unit, we got this book called Outside Your Window. And this is a seasonal book. It talks about seasonal animals, and it's so beautiful. And it's rather thick as well. But as you can see, it goes through all kinds of, if you could see that, different things outside your window in nature that you might find. And so I'm really excited to incorporate this, and we'll probably use this for different lessons that different unit studies that we do, because it is such a big and beautiful book. And there's a lot of animals in there as well. And then by the same author, we got A Nest is Noisy. Oh, by the same author as An Egg is Quiet, we got A Nest is Noisy. And like I said, we'll probably be making nests and learning about all things birds and owls for that unit study. So I'm really excited to have those book pieces. They are very nicely illustrated. And then going with our astronomy lesson, our unit study, we'll be doing, these books are really nice too. This is called The Night Sky, The Story of the Stars, Planets and Constellations, and How You Can Find Them in the Sky. And it includes a star wheel guide to the constellations and glow-in-the-dark stickers of the solar system. So he's going to be really excited, and it's just full of facts. So again, very visual-based homeschool pieces and lots of books, picture books. And then also going with our astronomy unit, we'll be reading this book called The Moon. And it's a peek-through book. The moon is a peek-through. And it's just a nice fictional story. And then there's also a couple other books written by this author too. And so those are great. And keeping with the art theme here, moving along, we get this mixed media paper, and it's just super great for watercolor, oil pastels, acrylic painting, whatever you want to do. you can get it in a bigger form, which I recommend. I didn't realize this was going to come so small, but the paint and everything can't bleed through, and it's just really wonderful paper, so we picked up some of that. And then, keeping with the Waldorf style, we got this Felted Friends. A lot of these tactile, or not tactile, just, tactile themes here are just great for kids that struggle with sensory disorders. And there you can see the different instructions, and it comes with all you need to do your felting. And I'm really excited to get him to do this. He's really going to enjoy that. And Klutz is a really great brand. I should mention they have different units and packages that are projects that you can purchase, and they're just a really great brand. And then we also picked up this string art. So I think he'll really enjoy this too. We've never done the string art before. This will be new for him, and I think he'll really enjoy that. So again, to go with all of our books and art projects, we did pick up the clay, and this is an air dry clay. You don't need to bake it or anything, so it'll be perfect for keeping things simple. And then for when we are switching subjects and he has a little bit of downtime, we like to keep some puzzles and some coloring on hand for him. So we picked up this Dinosaurs Adult Coloring Book, and even though it's for adults, he's really going to enjoy it because it's intricate. And we picked up the glitter pens and the non-glitter pens to go with that as well. And then just some simple wooden puzzles. I'll probably be ordering some more of these, but he really loves to build puzzles, and these are just really simple ones that he can take, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do or whatever, to give me some time while we're switching subjects and stuff. So picked those up. And then to go over, this isn't really homeschool related, but I wanted to just piece it in because it is some things that we are reading right now. For our family devotional time, we picked up this Jesus Calling for Family Devotions, which is really simple for busy, large families to sit down and do some devotionals. I do want to make a video of what my family's reading for devotionals because there are some other things, so look forward to that. And I wanted to share with you this author, Aaron Reynolds. He writes these books based off of Proverbs and Psalms and stuff, and they're so well illustrated and well done. I just really highly recommend. They are character building books, and they are just so fun. This one, The 19th of McGurk, it talks about being lazy, and it's just a really fun book. And then there's also one called The Tale of the Poisonous Yuck Bugs, and it's just about kindness and what being mean can do. And they are juvenile, but my whole family really loves them. And even when my whole family really just loves books, so even if we are reading to the younger ones, my older ones still love to join in. And so however many books we can have, the better. And then lastly, I picked up this Treasury of Saints. It is a rather large book of saints, and I love teaching my kids about the saints. We are not Catholic, however, they are just great stories of virtue and character building, and I just love introducing that to my children as well. So for devotional times, we incorporate a lot more books as well. So I wanted to just show you, those are some of the things that we're going to be reading. And then to wrap up here, I wanted to share with you this. I posted about it on my social media before, but I wanted to kind of give an in-depth review. It is the Literati book club subscription box. So basically you pay a monthly fee of $9.95, and they send you about 5 or 6 books every month, and you can return them at no cost to you, or you can choose to purchase them as well. And it's just such a lovely addition to homeschool. This month we got the Heartwood Hotel. It's just a cute little chapter book here. It does have some pictures in it, so we'll be reading that for our read-alouds for our homeschool and incorporating those. And they just send the cutest books. So this one's Flying Deep, just kind of a sea submerging submarine book. And then this book was really cute, the Illustrated Compendium of Amazing Animal Facts. And it just does have a ton of animal facts inside. And so that was a super cute book as well. And then, like I said, a lot of these some of these he can read on his own. And then some of them are read alouds and my whole family will enjoy. So another one they sent was High Voltage Danger Lab. This is a bit bigger of a chapter book, but it also has images in it as well. So there's that one. And then lastly, the infamous Ratsos. And this is just a simple book that he can read by himself as well. So we decided to keep all of those books, and my whole family will be able to enjoy them. And that's something that we're also going to be incorporating into our homeschool. So that is the haul. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found some simple pieces that you can piece into your homeschool and make things just a little more simple. Again, I just recommend, we are definitely not experts in the field of homeschool, but we have learned a few things, and I just recommend that you would get your child tested for their learning style and choose a homeschool curriculum that will be interesting to them, because if they're not engaged, then nobody's having fun, and it can become a real struggle. And so the way that we keep things simple around here is doing it like this. We won't always do it like this. When my son gets a little bit older into junior high and high school, we'll probably go with the online Oak Meadow curriculum, and he'll probably be registered to complete high school through their accredited program. But for now, for him learning his basic foundations, this simple way of learning is really what is great for him. And so thanks again for watching. If you incorporate art like this into your homeschool, leave a comment down below and tell me what you like to add in, because I'm always looking for new ways that we can learn through simple interest-based style. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.